We had a long session with all our managers, and their job was to bring all the reports that are naturally, normally generated. Um, to talk about whether or not they're used, whether they're useful, are they required reports, are they optional, and so we have all of this on a big matrix of who generates them, what's the use, are they useful. So I had asked Jeff when he came in, one of I think the first tasks was to build a dashboard from those reports and from information that we would get from Medicaid, so that we can have a way of monitoring our system. And I think that there were, again, these reports existed, and they're in our system, but some of them weren't looked at, except by maybe the small team that had the report. What we did with a facilitator is we looked across all of our functions and looked at each of the things that we do. You might want to call it housekeeping. Mm-hmm. So we have regulatory responsibilities, and we have certain staff who are working on them, and we have certain expectations. So we looked across all of the things that we do as our normal, routine, everyday work. We discovered that we don't have a place in that map, mm-hmm, of what we do every day to effectively analyze the information that comes in. It's going to allow us to drill down farther, actually by client, and therefore by program, and by a number of other things to look at outcomes. It just didn't take us long to see that there was a lot of information, but not we hadn't really created the systems to be able to have that information be take us to the next steps. It
Right.
wasn't being used to the extent that it absolutely needs to be used.
When we talk about outcomes, it's really difficult to bring providers to the table and have a conversation with them about what matters when when you don't have the kind of data that you need to start foundational dialogue off about what it is that you're looking at and why you're looking at it and why it's important. Because at the end of the day, it really is a partnership between us and the provider community on helping people get better, mm-hmm, and what the indicators are of that.